Graphical location of partition values. So here ogive is a cumulative frequency curve. There are two types of ogives, namely one is less than ogive, means less than type cumulative curve, and more than ogive, that is more than type cumulative curve. Now to find the median part or quartile, deciles, percentiles, we can solve such questions without any formulae. How? With the help of graph in a graphical method that is known as ogive. So first, with the help of a less than cumulative frequency or more than cumulative frequency, we can come to the conclusion how to draw this particular graph. So let's see the first one. Here is steps to draw less than ogive. First step is compute less than cumulative frequency, that is CF, less than CF, for the given frequency distribution. Assign 0 less than cumulative frequency for the preceding class of the first class. Now first, the way we make the table which we have seen in the previous sums, even here you have to make one table with the help of the frequency. You have to make less than cumulative frequency, and if the first class is given to you as some number, some CF is already there, then the previous class will take it as 0, will assume it as 0. Then take upper class boundaries on the x-axis and less than cumulative frequency on the y-axis on xy plane. So upper class boundary means if the class is like this 20 to 40, so your 40 will be upper class, that will lie on the x-axis, and the CF part will be there on the y-axis. Here we have to make two axes, x-axis and y-axis. X-axis will be in the horizontal way and y-axis will be vertically standing. Then plot the points xy where x is upper class boundary and y will be CF for all class. Then the next step is plotting the points as given in the question. Fourth is join these points by a smooth freehand curve. Then whatever plotting we will do, we have to join all the points by smooth freehand curve. You can do it with your scale also or without your scale also, but it should be in a proper manner. This curve is called less than ogive. So first part is about less than ogive. Remember this second point. The second point and third point is important here because it is concerned with the upper class boundaries. So remember this upper class boundaries. Then steps to draw more than ogive. Here the first step is compute more than cumulative frequency, that is MCF, for the given frequency distribution. Assign 0 MCF for the succeeding class of the last class. Now here whatever your last class will be, the next class will be assigned 0 more than cumulative frequency. Second point is here take lower boundaries. So remember here we have to take lower boundaries on x-axis and MCF, that is more than cumulative frequency, on y-axis of xy plane. Then plot the points of xy. Here x on x-axis there will be lower class boundary and y will be MCF for all classes. Join these points by smooth freehand. This is called more than ogive. So it is quite opposite to less than ogive. In less than ogive we were taking here preceding class, but here we are taking succeeding class. Here we are taking last class. In the previous one there was first class. Then in the second point, in the previous one we have seen upper class boundary, here we are taking lower class boundary. So here this is the difference between both the classes. Then median. How to find median here? Locate n upon 2 on the y-axis and draw a line parallel to x-axis from this point, meeting the ogive at a point say P. Draw a perpendicular to x-axis from P. Median is the value at the foot of perpendicular. Then we can find different partition values also, like for quartile we have to draw a line parallel to x-axis from y. That is how we can find I into n upon 4. Then for decile we have to solve as I into n upon 10. For percentile, I into n upon 100. Now how we can solve this parallel line, we will see one examples, and accordingly you can come to the conclusion how we can draw all these parallel lines and how this graph can be. Now let's see one example and understand. Now this question is given to you in your textbook also, and it is quite important one, so we have selected this question for the explanation part. Now here you have to find quartile 2, decile 8, percentile 60. So see, your marks are given to you as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on, plus frequency is given to you. First step is that we have to make this table. Now marks are given, so write the values of marks, and frequency is given. Now this question is concerned with less than CF, so we will make less than cumulative frequency. Your 4 is there, so write your 4 and keep on adding the values. 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 20, 30, 30 plus 10, 40, 40 plus 7, 47, 47 plus 3, 50. Then now let's see this graph and the solution. First we are supposed to make the graph one, so make this x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis you have to write the class intervals. Now here we are going to take the upper class limit, so first is 0 here, and keep it at this part also like this. Keep it here, the first part is 10. If you check the table, your upper classes are upper boundary, upper class, both are the same only. So here it is 10, here it is 20, then 30, then 40, 50, 60. Now this you have to write on the x-axis, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. On y-axis we are supposed to write the CF. So here first CF is 4, then 10, 30. Now we can take with the difference of around here 10. So 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now for the first one, as we have discussed in the earlier slides regarding the steps, first we are going to take as 0 here. So we are marking one point here, or you can keep as it is on 0 also, there is no issue. So first our marks here is 10. For 10 CF is 4, so you will come here on 10, you will mark one point here for 4, so you will do one point and like this. Next is here 20, yes, your CF is 10, so go to 20 here on x-axis, and y go for 10, so here is 10, so plot one point here. For 30 there is 30, so go to 30, here it is 30, and CF 30 is here. So in the straight line, first do the plotting. Don't draw any lines now, don't draw any part of this curve or lines, just do the plotting part. Then next again we'll check the table. For 40 there is 40, so we'll go to 40 and we'll plot one point on 40 here, the straight line. Then for 50 there is 47, so now we'll come here. For 50 we'll go to 47, it will be below 50 here, so 47 is here, so we plot one point here. Then the last CF here, your marks is 60, CF is 50, so for 60 here we'll go and mark one point on 50, 50 is here, so mark one point here. When you do all this plotting, your next step is you will draw lines here, you will connect it. So you will connect all the points in a proper manner. You can use your scale also, and this is how you will connect. It will go in the upward direction. Now first we have to find here quartile 2. So n upon 2, that is 50 upon 2, will give you 25. So draw a line parallel to x-axis as shown in the figure. Now remember what we have got here, answer as 25. So on y-axis, where is 25? Obviously here. So we'll draw one straight line, and we have to draw one line like this, and when this curve comes, we have to stop here and draw one line like this, go downwards. So this part, when you go downward, foot part, here you will get quartile 2. So it is around, it is between 25 to 30, and it is around 27.5. So your answer is 27.5. This is your quartile 2. And now we have to find decile 8. So 8 n upon 10, 8 into 50 upon 10, it will get 40. So here on y-axis, go to 40. So here is 40, and draw one straight line like this. So when the curve comes, stop it and come downwards. When you come downward like this, if you're coming, you will get 40 here. You have reached exactly on 40. So your D8 is 40. In the same manner, you have to find for percentile 60. So when you see for the percentile part, P60. So here you have to write n into 60 upon 100, or 60 into n, that is n is 50 upon 100. So you will get the answer as 30. So from 30, draw one straight line like this, and as this freehand curve comes, stop here and come downwards. When you reach downward, you will reach exactly near 30, exactly on 30 here. So your percentile 60 is 30. So in this way you have to draw the graphs. Thank you so much.